Cannibal Corpse?
Oh, well, thanks for having me, first of all, and it's been going really well for us. We released a new album, and we've been on tour a little bit. We did a big tour in the United States, the Mayhem Festival, over the summertime, and here we are now in Europe on a pretty long tour. So it's going well for us, that's for sure. We're happy where we're at. We're happy the album's doing well, and we can't complain, that's for sure.
Well, Cannibal Corpse are probably the most successful band in death metal. When you were a small death metal band playing clubs in Buffalo, did you feel that was possible for you, or was that just a dream?
Well, it was always a dream. I think you're always going to have in the back of your mind the possibilities, the what ifs, the larger dream, I guess. When we started out, we really didn't look at the future too much. We just kind of took it as an everyday kind of a thing. Let's worry about the next song. Let's worry about, getting better at our instruments and all that kind of stuff, So we were very surprised it took off the way it did. We definitely never would have thought that we'd be here today talking about this 26 years later. So I think we just had it in perspective of, that would be great to, be like our idols and to be on a big stage and to be a successful band playing the world, But we really we thought realistic, hey, it may not happen,
Yeah.
So as long as we're having fun at what we're doing, then that's all that really matters. So that's the way we look, how we took it.
Looking back, one could argue that the first 4 Cannibal Corpse albums are the darkest or the most vicious or whatever. When you were writing those albums, were you trying to make a statement, or was that just natural writing?
It was a natural writing process as well. Especially back then, really, I think, when everything was happening quicker as well. When you look at how the time frame we released those records, they all came out pretty quick. Eaten Back to Life came out. We didn't do any touring. And then Butchered at Birth, came out soon after. All 4 of those records were, almost came out like one in a matter of 4 years, So our writing was a lot different back then as well, because it just, who's got a riff? Let's throw together songs, and okay, we're happy with that. Let's go. But we were just writing for ourselves. That's the thing, I think, with this band. Everything was done. If we're not going to be happy, then who is? So we wanted to write stuff that made us happy. So of course we were trying to push the boundaries in a sense too, because this was the whole time when death metal was just starting to take off. We're products of thrash metal, growing up listening to bands like Slayer and Metallica and Creator and the bands of the early to mid 80s when there was no death metal, and we're growing as musicians, and now we're starting to play. So it was kind of taking it to just we're growing with this music as well. So we did try to take it to extremes in our wanting to play faster and harder and what have you. But really, it all stemmed down to playing for ourselves, of course.
The new album, Skeletal Domain, is one of the band's darkest albums yet. When you were writing it, were you trying to push the envelope for a second time, or again, was it just the direction the songwriting went in?
Yeah, I think we're always trying to get better at our songwriting, and I think we've done that, or at least attempted to do that through our whole career. When I listen to a Skeletal Domain and I hear the songs that we composed and how we went about it, we were more meticulous than ever. I think, we really, it's a different era of the band now. Like I said, compared to the early days when songs may have been more kind of just slapped together. Now we're really, utilizing computers, and we're utilizing, just not leaving any stone unturned in the sense of, hey, maybe we'll change the arrangement, maybe we, do some different things, but we really want to write, we always want to do our best, I guess. We're always thriving to do our best. Sometimes it may happen, that all is going to come down to the listener, to the fans. They're going to determine, what we're doing and how we're doing, I guess. We always feel that we're doing our best, but on this one in particular, I'm really proud of, and I think we have some of the best Cannibal Corpse songs that we ever written, and I think it's just like you were saying, it's like a natural thing, but the fact that we're a little older and, a little more mature and everything, maybe it's a little more thought out, and we're able to utilize that a little bit better, but I'm really happy with the way Skeletal Domain turned out, and I think it is our darkest album and our best album, really.
Well, final question is, what is next for Cannibal Corpse?
Well, we just released the album, of course, so, we got a lot of touring to do. We're halfway done with this tour. We're going to take the holidays off. We're doing the 70,000 tons of metal cruise in January. We're going to be doing some states touring. We'll be back to do the festivals in Europe next year in the summertime. So really, it's just a bunch of touring. You hit the whole world. You get out there, support the new record, and then probably just do it all again, like we've been doing our career. So.
Well, thank you very much for doing this. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now and I wait when the blood of the undead draws near.